Here with our friends when we are here for another episode of Pound Abbey. I just gotta pound the Abbey.
And the Windbank still talks. What's your name?
My name's Spacey Gray. Thank you for asking. Who are you?
I'm Mackenzie Drive.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. And then it goes silent for a second because it's kind of awkward silence. Yeah. I gotta pull my tits up.
So what we're here to do is give advice when, people write to Dear Abby and we're Pound Abbey. So we want to give advice that's honest. We are not trained professionals.
No.
We want to pound.
Yeah, so we're here to help. So, we get the voice from above. I'm sorry I wasn't quite ready this morning.
Bitches, we are like Destiny's Child.
No.
But not really. I really haven't. I guess that was the hint.
I guess that was it.
All
Just
right.
keep going.
Dear
Where did
Abby.
that come from?
Oh, right. Dear Abby. Right, that's why we're here.
Dear Abby,
Pound
I'm a
Abbey.
38-year-old woman who used to be nice.
Used to be nice.
But then I had a 3-year affair.
Been there.
Knowing I'm one of America's bigger fools for such a long time is infuriating. But I finally saw the light. The only person I think is bigger fool than me is his wife.
So you're the extra.
You were the
So here are some
I
highlights
think
of our
she's married
romance.
too.
So, well, he gave me an STD
He gave her an STD.
during spring break.
STI is correct.
Spring break.
I found
Are they
Allie's phone
teenagers?
number in his contact file, and I saw a blonde in a white convertible drop him off in front of the house at 9:15 in the morning.
That could have been Uber.
Which, according to him, never happened. Well, my eyes don't lie, honey. You know what I'm saying?
If your eyes don't lie, then neither does your feet. Walk away.
After I was struck by a car in the crosswalk.
Struck by a car!
You gotta let the voice finish.
I'm
We don't
still
know-
dumbfounded.
We don't know what the answer is yet.
He never once called to see how I was.
What?
After that, his teenage son followed me around town, flipping me off, shouting obscenities at me. Oh, there's more. I'll spare you. Now,
Thanks
please
for sparing
warn your
us.
readers to stay away from affairs. They demean you. Your mate will lose trust in you.
I mean, unless you're into that.
And the person you're having the affair with, well, that person can that person really trust it? Like, really? Won't he cheat on you too?
I slept with a married man once. He was married to God.
This wonderful man is an elementary teacher. Now think about who's
An
teaching
altar
your
boy?
children.
I was.
Like I said, I used to be nice, I used to care, and I used to trust. Well, no more. This man changed
No
not
more.
only the entire life of but also my family's. Will I ever forgive myself?
Well, Mackenzie, you've had some experiences in this area. so
I
we'll let you take this.
I have slept with a married man once, yes. And then
Once?
that's a tough one. I am a little dumbfounded. I don't know.
But you knew you were the spare.
I knew I was the spare, but you spend the whole time as a spare thinking that maybe you'll one day become the first.
You'll become the tire.
You'll become the first. And unfortunately, when you don't become the first, then you become bitter and you fucking write a song about it. So,
Right. But not everybody can do that. So the voice has a message.
what's the voice saying?
The voice
The
talks a lot.
response to
Oh, right, we haven't heard
Finally.
that.
finally saw the lights. Dear finally. Well, love may be blind, but I'm pleased you finally saw the light, girl. I'm also pleased that you realize that you need professional help to regain some self-esteem.
True story.
This is
Your
mine.
bitterness jumps off the page of your letter like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
If you work on that with your counselor too, it'll be money well spent.
Behind every good counselor is a good counselor. That's what I was told. So I mean,
okay, alright, but let's be real, Pigeon. I mean, my God, she knew she was the third wheel.
but still, you don't care about that when you're actually in love because you're thinking.
But are you in love, or you just want
We
the
have
dick?
to. We have to think about the people out there. It's COVID, Jerry, and we have to think about people's
Which
emotions.
means they probably want the dick.
Think about emotions and being in lockdown. You don't think about that
Right,
shit.
you want the dick.
Your Alzheimer's doesn't compare to what that is.
But I still want dick.
You always want dick.
But I'm just saying.
You were like
not
throwing a
trying to
hot
get
dog down the hallway, bitch.
I am tight as a tunnel.
Tunnels are huge. They fit transports. Remember the convoy?
Oh, I've been there. It was a convoy one time.
Tunnels crumble
I think they
with
called it a train.
tunnels crumble with age, my darling.
That's a bridge.
Age.
Isn't it? Is that a bridge?
That's what the bottle loops for. It doesn't matter how old you get. You can still get in there.
Keep adding the cement.
Yeah,
Keeps it
but
strong.
well, you just gotta lube it up.
Filler
Sometimes you need to
queen.
lube
I feel like we lost the question. I'm sorry.
No, we're
Whatever.
talking about this woman being the third wheel.
Yeah,
She was
All I can say is
She was the other woman.
yes, but you could be the
just
strongest.
an extra wheel in a big.
You could be the strongest person in the world, but if you fall in love with a married man, run because you will never be strong in the end of it.
She was married too.
You will always be the dirty little secret.
You will always be the secret, no
And
matter
you know
what.
the other thing we learned?
But you know what? But you know what I learned actually
I
about
have
this
a
whole
bitch.
situation is I learned that I will never be a second ever again. So if you feel like that, tell yourself
Wait a minute.
you'll never be the second. Shut up, Jerry. You'll never be the second.
Wait a minute.
I will be the third.
I like being this shit.
I don't like being a second. I am a first.
Shit.
Hunt.
What?
Who shit their pants?
Ah,
I'm
I'm
willing
gonna
to be a
discuss. I
third
don't like
for
it,
any
that's
couples out there.
wait.
I'm
wait.
open.
She's
You
an open
coming
vagina.
in second. Let's talk about coming in
Coming
second.
in second, yes.
Because coming in second is not a bad thing. As long as you get to go. Right?
But most of the time, people don't get to come because they have to go back to their fucking wives. Remember what the comment said?
Yeah.
But then they can come at home. They don't have to wait.
We should
I don't
all
wanna-
just come together.
Excuse me while I
That is
separate
so
from my
wonderful.
spouse.
When people come together, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember in 1957.
Oh, I'm fucking done. Keep
In the
talking.
middle
How
of a field.
Far.
The butter, those butter things, the little...
Butterfingers? Like
Butter
oh,
churns?
no,
There was no butterfingers.
Butter
either.
churns.
butter. Oh,
Butter churns.
You
You're talking
say the
about
top, I'll
butter
take the bottom.
churns.
Those flowers, the buttercups. That's it. Remember the
peanut butter cups?
No, the buttercups. The yellow things. And then we were laying in the field. I had to cut the grass. Right? I don't know what happened, but it was like a forest down there. And it was green. I had to go see the doctor. And then I-
Buttercups growing?
Yeah, but it was green, right? I don't know why it was green. Like all of a sudden everything was green. And I'm looking at it going, I should really get that checked because it was a little bit gray for a while, but not like totally gray.
Was there discharge?
No discharge. No discharge.
That's the question.
You
And the producer just said, "Where are you going?"
And your response was, I don't know.
What are we talking about?
No idea.
We're talking about your green vagina.
Voice in the sky.
And the voice in the sky is talking to us right now.
My point is,
there, look at
And Jerry has no point. The voice in the sky is coming with the
No,
next
the-
question.
the
What do you
point
want,
is-
for the Christ's sakes?
and the point is,
We're not the Powerpuff Girls. I'm tired.
The point is, I just don't.
I don't remember what I was talking
I
Oh.
don't remember what was her problem. Oh, she was the third wheel.
Right, she was dating a married man. Bad idea.
You
Moving
deserve
on.
what you got, honey. I'm sorry. I have
Yeah.
You accepted being the third wheel. If they cheat on you, oh, this is what I was trying to say. Now I remember.
And more wine for me.
If they cheat to get you're in your relationship, the reality is there's a good chance they're gonna cheat on you.
My advice is don't tell your husband because then he'll leave you and you'll be all alone.
But she doesn't have a husband.
And if you're
She has
single-
somebody else's husband.
And if
This
you're
one
single,
does.
try and convince yourself that he's a loser.
This one has a husband.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
new one.
No, she has a husband and the other man
Spacey
has
is
a
went
wife.
forward into time and saw the next question.
No, my
And what is the next question, oh psychic of heaven?
Dear Pound Abby,
Oh, there we go.
I'm so
I've been with my boyfriend for 8 years.
Problem.
When I met him, well, he was married.
Oh.
But his wife, well, she lived in another
Tag on to
state.
the last comment.
Although he said he loved her, he would visit her only for a week every other month or so. So while he was there, instead of concentrating on her, he spent most of his time visiting his friends. Now he never intended to leave her for me, but she found out about us a year ago and told him she wanted a divorce.
Hey, voice. Can we get the cliff notes on this one? Because this one's going a little long.
Whew, windbag.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yes, my question.
What was was the answer?
I'm listening.
I fast forwarded.
Scene.
During the COVID quarantine, we kept
Fine.
to social distancing for several weeks
Why?
because we wanted to be together again.
That's your problem.
But then the day that we were supposed to get together, he went to a social gathering, basically compromising everything I held off for to be with him. I'm left out in Washington. I need help.
I'd say first move. Because who the hell wants to live in Washington?
Yeah, well, I mean...
Have you ever been there?
State or DC, honey?
They're
Well,
both
I mean,
dirty.
okay, so let's face it though. You took a risk and you went to Washington. Whose fault is
State
that?
or
You should have
DC,
thought about that.
don't
Was he
know.
catfishing you? Because if he was catfishing you and you fucking went there, that's your own goddamn problem.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, I feel sad for some people that get catfished because they're always lonely.
They are lonely,
That's why they get catfished.
and Jerry, they're usually beautiful people, but they rely on like the internet and all
What
those
happened to us?
comments
We just
to
became
feel like
really
they're
nice.
important.
That's how I successfully catfished Jerry.
And
Jerry,
we're still together.
and cheers to that. But honey, you need to step away from that.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
no,
Like,
walk
I
away.
don't
It was
know.
a mistake. Someday when you're like 65 years old, if you're not already,
You should-
I don't know how
I
old
think-
you are, but if you're 65 later on in life, you'll look back
I'm-
and you'll be like, that was an experience.
I'm gonna bet they're a closet lesbian.
I mean, I slept with a priest once.
Jerry puts all her money on Closet Lesbian.
Wasn't
And
the
you're
best idea.
everywhere.
Are you putting your money on Priest?
No, I'm just
There's
saying,
lots
like,
of priests too.
you know,
They don't
sometimes.
make good babysitters.
Well, no, but you get caught up in the moment, and then you like it. Just it happens. But
Catholic priests don't make good babysitters. You should never invite them.
they don't make good babies either. They use it as free eyes. Free eyes. Free eyes.
The producer's looking at us going, what? Oh my god, stop talking about the priest.
That's
No
fine.
matter what we do,
He's like,
we always
oh
come
my
back
god,
to
I have a heart
Catholic
attack.
priests.
Free eyes.
We're gonna have to take him to the hospital when we're done.
I'm turning into Shrek.
Oh, anyway,
You
honey,
were Shrek.
get your shit together.
Bitch, tit sweat.
Now you are Fiona, but you're ogre Fiona.
Your lips are the same size as my arsehole. Shut up.
What happened? What are we talking about?
We're talking about whatever her name is, lips that look like my arsehole. Freshly shaved today.
Bleaching. Lots of people
You
bleach.
look like a bleach
I don't know.
arsehole.
I've heard this bleaching thing. I don't have to bleach my ass because it's gray. Nobody can see it. Oh no. I know where he's been.
So have I. I've seen his husband.
Her. So we've done it, right? We've given the advice that we're giving to
I don't know if we gave advice.
I don't know if it was good
We
advice, but
talked
we gave
about
some.
something.
We
We
did.
did. Anyway, pigeons, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Pound
Drunken
Abbey.
Chronicles.
And we look forward to seeing you all again next week. See you later. Pound it hard.